Well, welcome into Chicago Bears Now. My name is Harrison Graham. We're going to get into some post-DJ Moore trade Bears rumors, right? The Bears have traded DJ Moore. They got a second-round back, sent a fifth-round pick to Buffalo. So let's just get caught up on some of the Bears and NFL rumors that have circulated in the last few hours, and then we will answer your mailbag questions. So fire away, hashtag Bears, Super Chat, get those questions answered on the show. Okay, so Jordan Schultz immediately after the trade says, I do not get the sense the Bears are done on the trade market. Does that mean for Maxx Crosby? Does that mean they're shipping out Tremaine Edmunds? I think they're trying to do that clearly. Potentially other moves, we'll have to wait and see. Schultz added this as well. He said, sources, teams in the trade market have gotten the sense that the Raiders are more open to the idea of trading Maxx Crosby. It's a situation that is only going to intensify. Then you have Albert Breer saying, meanwhile, the Bears have cleared a bunch of cap room this week. Drew Dahlman, DJ Moore trade. We'd mentioned earlier that they had shown some interest in Tyler Linderbaum and Maxx Crosby. Stay tuned. So the Bears are clearly interested in Maxx. They're in on Tyler Linderbaum, potentially, depending on if they get Maxx or not. I don't know if they'd get both. They could make it work, but that would obviously require some financial maneuvering. The Bears currently sit at around $18 million, so we'll see what's next. My gut tells me Tremaine Edmunds is probably the next domino, but he could go to Vegas in a potential Crosby trade, so maybe the Bears wait it out and see what happens with Maxx Crosby in Chicago after they traded away DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills. So I'll just ask you, will the Bears trade for Maxx Crosby? Type Y for yes, or you can type in for no. I should mention as well when it comes to Maxx, Trey Wingo reports that Dallas is pivoting their thoughts to Trey Hendrickson. We'll see if they are still in on Maxx, but it sounds like they might have bowed out of the Crosby sweepstakes. All right, hashtag Bears or Super Chat. We'll get to some mailbag questions now. Owen, who do you think will be the number 3 wide receiver for the Bears next year? Well, if there was a game tomorrow, I think it would be Jaelan Walker with no more DJ, with Olamide Zaccheaus and Devin Duvernay set to hit free agency. It could be Jaelan. You got J.P. Richardson and Maurice Alexander on futures deals. We'll see if they push for a roster spot. I think they'll add somebody to this room, cheap free agent, someone in the draft. They could bring back OZ and or Devin Duvernay, but I think Jaelan Walker will have an opportunity to earn a role. When he got a chance late in the season to make some plays, he stepped up. That fourth down touchdown against the Packers was obviously huge, and small sample size, but looked good in the preseason, looked good in training camp. I think he'll have an opportunity to earn a role, but I do think they'll add someone into the mix. All right, Damper, would you rather sign Trey or Jaelan in free agency instead of trading for Crosby so we can use our picks? Also praying that for that Ian Cunningham comp pick. That would be nice. That would be really helpful if the Bears got a third this year and next year for Cunningham. Still no official word on that. I assume you mean Jaelan Phillips. I have heard the Bears are not in on Trey Hendrickson. Schefter went on Waddle and Sylvie earlier on Thursday and said he's heard no Hendrickson Bears buzz. I've been told something similar. I don't think the Bears are in on him. Now, maybe it's a smokescreen and they are. I don't know. Jaelan Phillips, I'm not sure if they are or are not in on him. He has an injury history but played really well with the Eagles last year. We'll see what his market is, but I would think if they don't get Crosby, they're going to go with more of a short-term option and maybe draft an edge, like sign Khalil Mack or someone like Cam Jordan, which we have an update on that. We can work that into the show as well. Cam Jordan set to hit free agency as well. We'll go ahead and pass along that news. I could see him being a one-year option. Schefter reporting that he is set to hit free agency, will not have a new deal with the Saints by the time free agency kicks off, but plans to play next season. So decent chance he leaves New Orleans, and who knows Cam Jordan better than anybody? Dennis Allen. So if you swing and miss on Crosby or if you bow out of that, I could see Khalil Mack or Cam Jordan being like a short-term option. Draft a guy on like day 2 to develop while Cam Jordan is, kind of a bigger role in 2026. All right, Alan Mack. Shout out to my guy, Alan Mack. He's been watching the show a long time. Would you double down in the draft? Maybe safety. They could double down at safety in the draft. I still think they'll sign a safety, whether that's bringing back Kevin Byard. I don't think they'll bring back Jaquan Brisker, but they could take a look at a guy like Cam Curl. They could look at a guy like Nick Cross. They could look at a guy like Alohi Gilman. There are guys out there. I think you need to enter the draft with at least one starting caliber safety on your roster, which I think they will. Hopefully it's Kevin Byard, but if it's not, hopefully it is someone else. All right, we got some awesome merch opportunities for you. So here's the deal. St. Patrick's Day is quickly approaching. We have express shipping that's usually $10. Right now it's only $5, which is almost the same as our normal shipping fee, which is $4.75. Right now, express shipping is $5 on all of our St. Patty's Day related gear, which includes the Beers shirt and hat, which will flash on screen for you guys. Here's the shirt. I got the hat right here. We'll put the hat on screen as well. You get the express shipping option. You got to toggle down and make sure you select the express shipping. Also with the Beers shirt and hat. Normally it's a $60 combo. If you get both items, they're each worth $29.99, $60. If you add both at chatsports.com/bearshop into your cart, it'll automatically give you a $15 discount. So you select the hat, you select the shirt. That link below gets you to the full site. So just add each of those to your cart. You're going to get $15 off. But you can also get the express shipping with our St. Patty's specific gear. So you got the T-shirt, the Green River there. No one does St. Patty's better than Chicago. Green, navy, and black shirts available. We also got the hoodies available in black and navy as well. Here's kind of a zoomed in look of the little design for you guys. You got QB1 turning the river green. You got the mascot as well. You love to see it. Chatsports.com/bearshop. I just gave you all the information you need to know. Take advantage. Get the best deal available. Okay, Ben H., why haven't the Bears re-signed Byard yet? I don't know. I've heard that his price might be higher than the Bears were hoping for. So he may want to hit free agency for probably the last time in his career where he could cash in and make a decent amount of money. So maybe that happens. I don't know. David Kaplan the other day said that it's 70-30 that he will be back. I felt like it would be more like 90-10, but clearly that's not the case. I mean, we're closing in on free agency, so we'll see what happens. I'd like to get him back, but I also don't want to break the bank for a 33-year-old safety, so we'll see if they can work something out. Vinny, would you sign Tyler Linderbaum to a 5-year, $90 million deal? I mean, 18 a year, I'd probably be willing to do that. That's top of the line market. That's right there with Creed Humphrey, 18 a year. Longer deal, so you'd be able to space out those cap hits, especially if you give him a big signing bonus. That type of deal I'd be more open to than something like 4 for $88, which is 22 a year on a 1 year less deal. So, yeah, if you can get him 5 for $90, give him like 60 guaranteed. It's still a lot for a center, but he's only 25, so I could get on board with that type of structure. Subscribe to the channel if you want free and daily Bears content for free. We got you covered. And, of course, when the Bears make major breaking news like trading DJ Moore, we go live. So hit that sub button, turn on notifications, and never miss out when we publish new content. All right, we got time for a few more questions. Nicholas, what is the Bears' ceiling for 2026? Super Bowl. They were a play away from the NFC Championship this year. So that's the ceiling. They've entered that stratosphere, especially if they make a few more moves this offseason where they could win a Super Bowl. The floor is miss the playoffs, though, because you're in a tough-ass division. So wide variance there, but they're absolutely a team, especially if they make a few key moves where a Super Bowl, you can dream. There's no reason to not think that's at least possible. All right, Carl says, if the Bears don't get Crosby or Linderbaum, do you think they prioritize other free agents and go after Thibodeau? They could. I had heard some chatter that, and this has been on social media too, that a Kayvon Tremaine type of swap could be discussed. Now, as of filming this right now, there's nothing out there on that, but I do think that the Giants are interested in Tremaine Edmunds, and for the right price, the Bears have interest in Kayvon Thibodeau. All right, Maximilux 311. What about switching Swift and K9 now? Well, what does K9 cost on the open market? That, of course, being Kenneth Walker. Is it closer to $15 million or $10 million? If it's closer to $10 million, I'd be open to it because you could turn around and trade Swift or cut Swift and save $7.5. I like DeAndre Swift a lot. I thought he had a good year, but I think we would all agree Kenneth Walker would be an upgrade. So if you got him for like 11 and you cut Swift, save $7.5, then you're only paying $3.5 million more for an upgrade in Kenneth Walker. So I wouldn't completely rule it out. If I put it on the Smokin' Jay rumor meter, I'd give it like one Smokin' Jay. I'd call it a long shot, but it's certainly at least a possibility. All right, guys, appreciate all the questions. You know where to find me. Follow me on social media. I would greatly appreciate it. @HGramNFL, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, same handle, all 3 places, posting daily Bears and NFL content. DMs are open as well. I'm also on Facebook. If you're on your desktop, facebook.com/hgramnfl. If you're on your phone in the app, just search Harrison Graham Chat Sports. You will be able to find me on Facebook as well, publishing short-form content in real time. So go check that out, and, of course, subscribe to the channel as well.